Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones, and I'm talking to Mr. Balon Greyjoy right here. He's obviously absolutely fantastic, as we are, well, we're loved by him. He loves us a great deal, as you can see. We have 86 relation with him. This is crazy. This is really good. And he's also giving me this wonderful task, and I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to show you this because this is a task that I've never done before for any lord. And I thought, yeah, this sounds like a fun idea. So, yeah, as you see, they won't be able to ignore that kind of damage. I'll give you 15,000 for doing it, and 3,000 more for every extra one that you raid. Let's do it. Alright, so this is basically me raiding enemy territory. And by enemy, I'm talking about the North. The North are enemies of ours again. And yeah, we're going to obviously do something about that. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something very specific to raiding villages. Now, if you don't know this, then this might be of interest to you. But generally, if you have an army of entirely cavalry, it is going to be faster than if you just had a mixture. So if you had a mixture of infantry, even if you have horses, it still doesn't really offset a huge amount of the speed that you lose. Generally, if you have only cavalry, you're going to be faster no matter what. That's usually what I've seen in my experience, at least. Anyway, I am going to be taking a couple of these Ironborn Buccaneers just to have a little bit of a presence in that regard. You never know when a couple of infantry units are going to be somewhat useful. And apart from that, we are going to have to get rid of a couple of mounts. This is not really what I want to do. Oh, actually, never mind. We don't have to do that anymore because I just took some more units. Okay, so that's absolutely fantastic. So you can see here, Footman on horses provides me with a plus 0.27 speed bonus, which obviously is pretty terrible. It doesn't really matter. You know, that's kind of like neither here nor there. But yeah, we're going to just sell a couple of these things. I'm trying to maximize my speed as much as possible, so we need to make sure that my cargo is sold a little bit here. How many days do I have left? 53 days. That should be completely fine. And as you see by my cavalry speed, you see how much cavalry actually provides you in terms of its speed benefits? It's just incredible. I've literally got 1.32 as a result of my cavalry. Anyway, we are going to be making our way over here. This is the current look of everything, by the way. So as you can see, we did end up losing the twins to the free houses somehow. I am not entirely sure how that happened, but okay. Apart from that, we also lost this to the Riverlands, because the Riverlands are also at war against us quite often. And we also had the, I think, yeah, the Reach. Yep. The Reach has actually now declared war against us too. So there's a number of different problems currently going on, and we are just a small faction, as you can see. We're very small in regards to our size and the amount of forces that we have, or at least I think so. It seems like that to me. And yeah, these guys are really trying to murder us quite a significant amount. And I'm not sure if we're even going to be able to defend against them for such a significant period of time. It may indeed be that we end up just completely losing all of our territory. That's the reason why I thought, you know what, maybe, you know, siding with the Iron Islands is going to be super fun because of that very reason. Anyway, I'm worried about this. I'm very worried about going into a village raid here because it's almost a certainty, I think, that enemies are going to try to murder me very fast here. I have one focus point as well. What should we do? Shall we go for some roguery skill? Yes, I think we should. Alright. Hello there, sir. Okay, I don't actually have the ability to fight any of these people right now, but I can outrun them. I am literally running at 6.5 speed, which I think is probably the fastest that I have ever ridden before. So yeah, I'm going to need to either find a caravan that I can raid real fast, or I can find... maybe this is right next to Winterfell. I really want to go super far away from anyone. What is the furthest away that I can get? This? Yes. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, so let me actually just very quickly make sure that I'm not going to get absolutely massacred by some random lord that's running around. We really want to be very careful. Like that fellow right there. He probably could have done some damage. And thankfully, wow, there's actually quite a few lords around here. Bit worried about that. But as long as I don't get seen by that town, we should be fine. Okay, are you going to make peace? No, you're not going to make peace with the north just yet. Okay, so that's good. Unfortunately, the problem... maybe I can't do this, because this is literally a death sentence if I get trapped. Oh, we are going to be making peace. No, we're going to be making peace with the north? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to have to go for it. Alright, so they're actually attempting to stop us from raiding this, which is fine, because this does pause the time that is currently passing, of course. So, you know, that's actually really, really good. We need to have some cavalry. Of course we do. Okay, yeah, we've got a bunch of cavalry here, so that's going to be quite nice for us. Okay, so I'm thinking that I'll actually put myself on the cavalry here. Because I do have... Actually, I have more infantry bonuses. You know, never mind. I have more infantry bonuses, but I don't know. I have more cavalry. I don't know. Either way, doesn't really matter. We are up against a pretty good, very balanced force of the enemy. I'm kind of, I gotta say, I'm quite worried about this, because I don't know whether I'm going to have the ability to complete this particular task for our liege before they end up making peace. If they do make peace beforehand, then I'm going to be very sad, because for me personally, I feel like being able to earn a little bit of relation with him, obviously getting some renown thanks to our oratory skill and everything, it's going to make a bit of a difference to how easily we're going to get to the next clan tier. And that is quite close, by the way. I've been doing quite a few tournaments off screen, and that has actually given me, we're basically within a stone's throw. We literally only have about 8 renown to go until we are, I think it's clan tier 3. This is also a reason why I thought, you know, becoming, or shall we say, remaining a soldier is going to be quite difficult in the end, because we're not actually going to have the ability to earn renown. And that's actually a reason why I think in the future, if I do actually do more server soldier you know, gameplay or a series or whatever that incorporates the mod, I feel like what could be really useful is if I become a trader first and then just hire a bunch of caravans to earn me renown passively as I am fighting within the army itself. That's the only thing that I can really think of that will get me renown without me actually having to fight battles as a commander. And that is indeed the reason why, well, should we say one of the reasons why I thought it might be a cool idea to become a vassal now, even though I wasn't really sure what would happen. I thought, you know what, maybe it's a good idea, because, as I say, we're not going to earn renown otherwise, and that means that our party size is going to remain very, very small, and that is a bit of a problem in itself. I'm not going to be taking any prisoners, because that slows you down dramatically, and we will take the loot, and then we're going to hope that my raid is not going to be noticed by anyone, because let's face it, I probably won't be able to beat any sizable vassal, or even a decently sized vassal of about 50 or 60. Maybe about 50 or 60 I might be able to beat. But anyone apart from that, I don't think so. Alright, so let's see. Am I going to be able to do it before they make peace? That's the question. I think I might be able to. This is pretty far away. Let's just say that. Oh. Okay, we didn't do it, unfortunately. We didn't do it. I literally just got the task, and then they started to make peace. That's very, very sad, isn't it? Oh well, never mind. I did end up getting quite a few pieces of loot from the raid. Not sure what they were, to be honest. There's actually a helmet there. That helmet is not so good. But yes, I did get a couple of things from the raid. I think I got some grain and silver ore. Yeah, this is a silver ore mining village. Yeah, I'm actually kind of sad now. Oh well, never mind. I was very much hoping that we'd be able to do it, but I think the North is actually paying us, aren't they? I think the North is paying us. No, we are paying them. Oh, of course. I mean, of course we're paying them. I mean, literally, look at them. They have 10,000 in combat strength. Not entirely sure how we're supposed to defeat them, but oh well, never mind. Oh, now I'm livid. Now I'm a little bit livid right there, because I was almost done. I was almost done with the raid, but unfortunately, yeah, that's just how it's going to go. All right, well, I have 224 influence, so I guess the best thing for me to do is try to get a little bit more support within the faction itself. And the best way to do that is by voting for people. So I'm going to just vote for this guy. Gained 34. There you go. 34 relation with that fellow. We can actually make ourselves be quite liked just by voting for other people pretty easily. And we shouldn't have to worry too much about that going forward. And of course, that's the thing. I don't actually have to worry about money at all now. Because he gave me such an amazing fief that I'm now thinking, wow, that's... You know, I was actually kind of speechless, to be honest, because I thought to myself, how is he even able to do this? Like, really? How is he even able to get away with it, to be honest? Because his council and the various other vassals, they've got to be really annoyed at that, because this is literally one of the best fiefs in the entire kingdom, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that says a great deal, actually. Anyway, we did actually reach Clan Tier 2, as you can see right there. And we now have a maximum company size of 79. So the best thing I can do now is probably just run around, try to get some additional forces recruited. I'm not sure why Better Time is making the game lag now. That's kind of a bit weird. I did install Governors Handle Issues, so that might very well be the reason why that's happening. Who knows? But there are some also pirates here, which we might actually want to end up fighting. I think we'll probably fight them a little bit, because these guys are going to give me some pretty significant renown gains, I think. Let's go for combat tips, because this gives me +1 to troop tiers when recruiting from the same culture, and we are only going to be recruiting people from the Iron Islands, of course. And apart from that, let's cross our fingers and hope that I'm actually going to be able to achieve victory here, because let's face it, pirates, they're not actually that bad. They're kind of like they're almost like the Sea Raiders of Bannerlord. They're almost like that, at least in the, at least in this mod. Let's just say that, at least in this mod, because obviously, if you're thinking about the base game, then, well, they already have Sea Raiders in that. And these guys actually have some pretty good thrown weapons as well. I'm actually thinking I'll just charge my guys in right here, because I am actually distracting quite a few of them. So it kind of makes sense for us to distract them. And please don't get killed, sir. Please don't get killed. I would very much appreciate it. And hopefully my guys will actually run in and do some damage. Yeah, we're doing some damage ourselves, but not much. I'd like to get more headshots if at all possible. It's a bit difficult to actually do that when you can barely see who's who. But yeah, there you go. We could just aim a little bit higher right there. And maybe we can get something done. Because getting bow skill is actually still a goal of mine. And obviously getting riding skill to a lesser extent is going to be pretty important. And you can see here that we're actually getting some pretty decent damage out. Surprisingly so. Look at that. Yeah, that guy is going to shoot at me with a javelin. Let's try to avoid that. Okay, these guys have taken some pretty significant damage, so I should be able to eliminate most of them with just one shot to the body. At least I hope so. Oh, wow. Okay, we might have some issues here. Gonna have to do some close call. No! Oh, no. Okay, I was really hopeful there. Wait a minute. Are my guys actually running away? No, no, no. They're just skirmishing with them. Okay, they're just skirmishing with them. I was a bit worried there for a second. I thought to myself, is my morale really that bad? No, thankfully it doesn't seem to be that bad, and we were able to achieve victory. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's how difficult these pirates actually were. But look, we got 8 renown for this, 13 influence. That's pretty decent. And we also gained a significant amount of rescue troops, which I am actually going to be taking because they're always useful to go into my garrison anyway. Not that big a deal. And we're also going to be now moving on to the twins. I was actually kind of hoping that maybe we could do something about that. Also, this fellow has just constructed an army. So I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe we want to go in there. Maybe we want to help him out a little bit and see what's actually going on. Maybe we can get some decent renown gains from this. Not sure if that's going to happen, mind you. But let's try it out. Let's join the army. Oh, wow, he's actually summoning a massive army right now, and my army is literally the worst, as you can see. Okay, gather your men. We have another job to do. Okay, where are you going? There is a better target. We should go there. Okay, where are you going? Okay, we're going to the twinge. Yeah, okay, yes. To the twinge. That's what I said. Yes, the twinge to besiege. Yes, exactly. That is what I meant to say. Indeed. No, I meant the twins, of course. Oh, my. Okay, well, could he actually go and do that? I would be very appreciative if he would actually go and do that. That would be nice. He seems to be a little bit indecisive. You know what? I'm actually just going to leave him to it because he doesn't seem to really know what is up. So I'm actually just going to leave him to it, and we're just going to go back to our little town there because I do need to check in and do some little kingdom management here and there. And hopefully we are not suffering too badly at the hands of our loyalty overlords. No, loyalty seems to actually be doing pretty okay. You know, it's not amazing, but it's all right. As you can see, I have Sandra the Great here. She's actually pretty good in regards to her stats, but unfortunately she doesn't seem to be doing an amazing job here so far, which is a little sad, I gotta say. Food is absolutely fantastic, but the granary, not so much. So we're going to have to improve the granary quite a bit. And I'm just going to show you Sandra's stats in just a second so you can exactly see what's going on with her, because I'm a bit perplexed as to what's going on, because she doesn't seem to have any perks for governing. At least that's what I looked at. So yeah, these are her stats. So you can see here, she's very good with one-handed. She's got decent trade skill, decent tactics, decent steward. You know, all that stuff is absolutely fine. But she doesn't seem to be doing much in regards to the perks that she has. As you can see, I hold Alt down here, and she doesn't seem to have any, or maybe it just doesn't show me. I'm not entirely sure about that. Anyway, we're going to get the granary up and running very, very quickly. I'm going to go into a tournament here, because generally, doing a tournament, it's great for renown, super, super fast to complete. And, oh, and we get an amazing helmet as a reward. Okay, very much looking forward to definitely achieving victory here, right? Right? We're definitely going to win this. Are we? Are we? That's the question. That is indeed the question. I think we will. I think we're absolutely fine. There we go. Okay. And even if I get eliminated now, I think we should be fine. But my athletics skill feels very good right now. I wonder what my athletics is currently at. Oh, 232. I just saw it. There you go. Okay, so 232. That's pretty nice, actually, all things considered. I was actually thinking that it was much lower than that, but it feels good to move around fast. And I'm wearing some pretty heavy armor as it is, so, you know, it's really nothing to sniff at, you know? We're pretty happy about that. Anyway, let's just see if we can deal with this. Should be able to. Unfortunately, did get a bit of a block on there, but thankfully we were able to achieve victory. And we're up against Sandra. We're up against Sandra herself. Okay. Well. Okay, yeah, she's gonna... okay, come on then. Yeah, well, this is a done deal right there. That is indeed a done deal. Alright, there you go. So there's 6 renown. Obviously, as I've said before multiple times, tournaments, some of the best ways that you can gain renown. Super low risk, and the return that you get on investment is basically only profit. As long as you win, of course. You need to win to make that work. But yes, anyway, as you can see, I now theoretically have a helmet that I could sell for 26,000, almost 27,000. But I'm going to be wearing this because I kind of need the protection, in my opinion. And we're also going to be selling all of this stuff as well when we next go into Lordsport here, which is just now. So let's just go and do that. Sell all of that. That's going to sell for 14,000. I don't think I'm going to be doing that much smithing, but I'm still going to keep the weapons just in case. And we're going to go into Pike here because there is a task here. I was kind of hoping that there'd be a bandit hideout or something like that. Who do we have here? This fellow. All right. Yeah, well, there's one thing that I actually do want to do, which is quite important, and that is marry someone. We do need to kind of do this because, you know, whenever I get eliminated, there is always that chance that I'm dead. Oh, yeah? There's always that chance that I'm going to die. So I do need to be a bit careful of this. And let's have a look. Lord Lady. And let's have not married. Okay. Oh, Yara. Yara Greyjoy is not married. Are you serious? That's kind of weird. I would have expected her to be married very easily, but apparently not. Eldest daughter. Does that mean there are other daughters as well? Yes, Asha Greyjoy as well. And she, we have not met her yet. She's at Deepwood Mott. That's very far away. And wait, Yara is in Lordsport right now? Okay, hello. Hello there. Oh yeah, everyone's here for the... oh yeah, I actually eliminated her in the tournament. I remember now. That's very funny. Okay, so I can actually... Oh wait, where is she? Did she just leave? I think she must have just left. Okay, wait a minute. Let me send a raven to her. This is the fantastic thing about this mod as well. There you go. Okay. I have no idea where she is. She must be very close by. Is she in here? But I just can't see her or something like that? Anyway, yes, I know your name. Your tournament victory in Lordsport. Yes, well, that will always be... Okay, wonderful. Anyway, I wish to profess myself your most ardent admirer. Perhaps you and I. Yes, well, I can consider your offer. I mean, we have 86 relation. If she's not willing to marry us, then I don't even know. I'm glad to have the chance to spend some time together. Here we go. We've got a 100% chance on basically every single one of these options, but I know how this can be. This can be very, very, shall we say, misleading. Yes, it can be very, very misleading because what's going to happen is in the second part of the conversation, by the way, I've only been able to send ravens to her for some reason. I can't actually find her in Lordsport. Ah, no, she's now at Pike. I wouldn't be surprised if she's actually participating in the tournament. Shall we do the tournament against her? That would be quite funny. Oh, there's also a flag here available. Okay, that's actually quite nice because I haven't actually been able to find flags in the marketplaces themselves. And Mr. Balon Greyjoy is also here. So that is actually fantastic because if we can then speak to him after our victory, we are going to hopefully be able to... Well, she has really good one-handed skill. Then we might actually be able to pay the money to be able to marry straight away, which would be fantastic. But of course, technically what I could have done is I could have gone to him and actually said, is there a way that we can, you know, cement our relationship by, you know, marrying our houses together, basically. You know, we could have gone to him and said that. However, funnily enough, I actually did attempt to do something like that in my off-screen time, and he didn't have the option. So I'm going to assume that maybe because we are a vassal, he's not willing to do that? Not sure. Not sure what's really going on with it, but yeah, well, whatever the case, we've got something going here, so hopefully we can actually make this work. I don't even know what this does. Increased damage against mounted troops. That could be pretty good, actually. That could be a decent addition to our inventory, to our equipment. And can we eliminate? Oh no. Okay, apparently we can't. Oh no, no, Yara, please no. That is you. I know that is you. Oh dear. She's going to murder me. This is bad. Okay, there we go. Let's get her. There we are. Whew. Luckily we had someone to actually come over there and distract them, because otherwise we were just going to get absolutely clobbered. That would have been very uncomfortable indeed. Ah, there we go. He almost took me down. Gonna get out my bow here. Maybe we can take him out with this. Oh, we actually did that. Wow, okay. Who would have expected that? Not me. Not in a million years. Anyway, we're up against Balon here. He's actually... he is actually now against us, because he wasn't before. He was actually on our side before, surprisingly enough. And do you think I can actually do something against this guy? Probably not. All things considered. I think it's going to be a bit difficult. I'm going to have to use my speed. And, oh no, it's going to be one of these, isn't it? Yeah, if I can just do this, then we might be able to achieve victory. If I can just get him to lower his guard because I'm facing away a little bit. And then just, oh no. Oh, we got him. Oh, we got him. That was really, really close. I was actually wholeheartedly assuming I would be dead there. How did that guy not get reared up on his mount? I don't know. I don't know how I failed to do that, but apparently I need a bit more practice with my spear. There we go. That's the kind of thing we want. And then we can aim for the head a little bit. Not much damage from it, because of course my polearm skill is not amazing. We've got to remember that. But it was decent enough to get some damage on him. And that's all I wanted. There we go. There he is. He's dead. Fantastic. Now we can just fight against the Ironborn Hunter, and this should be an easy victory. In before I get eliminated by this guy, right? No, he can't beat our one-handed weapon proficiency. That's usually how it is in these final rounds, unless you are particularly tactical about stuff. But there you go. We were able to achieve victory, and we can now speak to Yara straight away, hopefully, and then we can hopefully have the second portion of our conversation. I think I actually need to wait a little bit of time beforehand. Alright, so here we go. I waited for a few days and now we are speaking to her. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, this is what I thought. 75% chance. It's unlikely I'm going to be able to do this, but let's try it. Oh, we did it. Okay, 83% critical success. I mean, really, come on. That's pretty likely to happen, but you never know. There's always that chance that it could fail. Anyway, there we go. Yes, it needs to give his blessing. Thankfully, I can do all of this remotely by sending a raven over there. And bear in mind, ravens can actually be intercepted. You got to bear that in mind. They can also be intercepted by people. And yeah, that would be somewhat uncomfortable. He's 68. He's almost dead. Oh no. This is really, really bad because generally in Bannerlord, whenever someone gets to around the age of 70, that is when things start to really not go so well, which is kind of upsetting, to be honest, because he's actually been super, super nice to us, and it would be really, really harsh if he were to perish. It would be wonderful if he would just, you know, not have that happen, but you never know how that's going to go. Anyway, final terms, here we go. And 6,000 is going to be the cost. I'm actually going to spend a little bit more, just because. And there you go. We, on the 9th day of autumn, 310, Elias married Yara GREYJOY. And that is fantastic, because she's actually an extremely potent combatant, and any children we have are going to hopefully follow in either of our footsteps, because we've both got pretty decent stats in a variety of things. Hilariously enough, though, I actually don't have very good stats in anything else. Yeah, just combat stats. So, for example, bows, riding, athletics, etc. All of that is absolutely fantastic for me, but engineering, not so much. Steward, medicine, leadership, etc. That is all terrible. So, not sure how that's going to go, but she is now with us. Look at this. Let's recall her to our party. She's going to come here very, very quickly. There we go. And now we can actually take a look at her stats a little bit more in depth. Not on this screen, so we can just have a look over here. Oh, we did actually get to 150 in one-handed. 10% of the total experience gained as a bonus to infantry after battles. I think that actually could be really, really useful, so I'm probably going to do that. That's probably going to be better than 2 experience per day, unless you're just standing around, of course, but I don't think we're going to be doing that too much. Anyway, so these are her stats. As you can see, she has absolutely insane stats, with the exception of non-combat stats. Oh dear. So basically, she is exactly the same as us in almost every aspect, which is probably not the best idea. As you can see, she has extremely low intelligence and cunning skill, as well as social, but obviously she has 7 in vigor, which is amazing. So I guess we shouldn't be too worried about that, but I'm just gonna wait here for a little bit of time, because we do want to try to conceive as fast as possible, because otherwise, if we don't do that, well, let's just say that bad things are going to happen potentially, and you know, we're not going to have any heir whatsoever, which is going to be real bad. Not going to vote for any particular policies at the moment. I would like to get, there you go, she's actually gotten pregnant already. Wow, that was super fast. Okay, great. That's perfect, actually. Anyway, he has 100 relation with me right now. This fellow has -3, so I'm actually going to spend 60 just to get a little bit of positive relation with this guy, just in case. You never know when something like that is going to be required. And I'd actually like to bring something to... This is terrible, okay? This is literally one of the worst policies in the entire game, in my opinion, because all it does is it makes any fief that you conquer, well, kind of useless, because all it does is go into rebellion all the time. The only thing you can do to actually counteract this is by having another policy that gives you more loyalty. And of course, that's the thing. For some reason, the AI does not like voting those policies in. For example, I know what it is. It's forgiveness of debts. It's this one right here. Settlement loyalty increased by 2. But of course, you've got to then realize that the base amount that loyalty is being lost is -3. Because if you conquer something that is not your culture, you are then going to have, well, you guessed it, a loyalty deficit. And the loyalty deficit is going to be significant. So much so that rebellion is going to happen quite often, actually, and it's very, very harsh. And it's even worse if you have debasement of the currency, which is exactly what the Iron Islands have. And that's the reason why the Twins, which is one of the fiefs that they are attempting to take over and over again, that's the reason why it is failing so dramatically. So that is definitely a big problem. And I'm not sure how I'm going to rectify that. The only way I can see that I might be able to is if I take control of the faction. But I don't think I can actually do that. Can I? I don't think I can do that without the diplomacy mod, I think. Unless one of the clans is eliminated completely. And I'm talking about the GREYJOY clan right here. If the GREYJOYs are completely eliminated, which is highly unlikely, by the way, but if they are completely eliminated, then that is probably the only way that can happen, because then maybe the ownership of the faction is going to be transferred over to me. But that's indeed an extremely unlikely thing to happen in the first place. So there's also that. Yes, there's also that. It is very, very unlikely I'll be able to influence things that dramatically. How are their bowmen, by the way? Are their bowmen actually good? Their bowmen are not bad. Their bowmen are not bad. Okay, yeah, so we'll take a couple of these. Why not? And we do need some more of these fellows as well. And we're just going to hopefully be able to level them up pretty easily. Let's take some of these guys too. All right. So what we want to do, of course, is we want to go over to Castamere. I was actually wanting to take that, but I'm thinking maybe it's not a good idea. Because here's the... I mean, look at it. Look at where it is. It's behind a mountain range. And you know, all that that's going to do is that's literally just going to provide an easy thing for enemies to take. So I'm thinking maybe we'll just go and assist some of our people with their skirmishing over here against whoever it is. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who we're actually fighting right now. Who are we actually fighting? The Freehouses? Is that a rebel faction? That seems to be a rebel faction. Yeah, that is literally a rebel. Okay, so that's really not going to do much at all for me. This fellow is over here, though, which might make sense. We might want to fight him. Is he hard? Is he difficult? He has Karstark loyalists. I have a bad feeling about those guys. They sound like they're a bit dangerous. Let's have a look. They are actually not that good, so we shouldn't have to worry about it too much, but they are the maximum that they can be, so I'm a little bit worried about this. Maybe I should have left my wife in... Yeah, we should have done... Ooh, yes, I can duel him. What are your terms? What? Safe passage? Oh, no, come on. Really? Really? I just wanted to defeat him on in a duel situation. I would have been easily able to do this. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, there you go, as you can see. But that does mean that he is not going to be on the field if we now fight his forces, which is obviously quite good. If we can win... I don't know whether we can win this, actually. Maybe I should have taken the opportunity to leave. Alright, so here we go. Let's try this out. I don't know whether we're going to be able to do anything here, but as you can see, Yara actually doesn't have that much cavalry specialization, so I'm going to actually swap us around here because I have more cavalry, even though it is very, very minor, but she has more infantry spec, so it's obviously going to make much more of a difference for us to do it this way. Otherwise, apart from that, we're actually going to have to use strategy and tactics. Yes, we will have to do that. I know, it's shocking. So let's have a look and see what I can actually do with that. Can I move my archers over here? Yes, I can. This is probably not the best idea in the first place. Okay, yeah, well, we'll do something like this. And I will tell these guys to follow me. I'm going to have to put these fellows over here at the base over this way. Going to have to put them into a shield wall formation. This is really going to be super important for them to be in shield wall. And my archers can come over here, put them into a loose formation as well. That's going to be very important too. And hopefully we can eliminate some of their cavalry. My cavalry can hopefully eliminate some of theirs. Or not. As the case may be. Yeah, do these guys have polearms, by the way? That's the main thing that I'm very worried about right now. If they have polearms, we're just going to die. I think they might. Yes, they do. Ooh, this is bad. Okay, this is real bad. Let's tell everyone to charge in here. I don't know whether we're going to achieve victory, but we can only hope. Let's tell our people to skirmish. Tell the archers to skirmish. And otherwise, I'm just going to get stuck in here. I'm just going to get stuck in as much as I can. Try to absorb as much damage as possible as well. Because that's the funny thing, you know, we've got to consider that sometimes just getting stuck in really does make a bit of a difference in regards to stopping enemies from attacking. And even if I end up taking some damage, at least that's not my own forces taking damage. You know what I mean? It's me instead. Oh dear. Yeah, this is not working out so well. Oh no. Yeah, they had too many infantry. They had way too many infantry. This is not working out so well. Actually, you know what? We might be okay if I can just eliminate some with my bow. Nice. Well, that seems to be it. Wow, that was actually a pretty close one. I mean, it may not seem like we're actually that close to it, but I think if things had gone slightly differently, I would be facing 24 enemies instead of this one fellow right here. So it would basically be roles reversed completely. Yara is actually still alive, surprisingly enough. She hasn't killed anything, which is a little bit disappointing, but she's at least still alive. That's all that really matters, because that means that, you know, she's pretty hardy and can't really be killed that easily. And hopefully that means that we're gonna, you know, see her stick around for quite some time. Anyway, 22 renown is our reward for that. Pretty good. I like that. That's gonna really help us to increase our clan tier quite fast. And I'm actually gonna be taking this guy prisoner because he seems to be not having the particularly amazing personality. So why not? Let's level up these guys into Ironborn Wreckers. That sounds like a fun idea. And otherwise we'll just take all of the loot as well. And she's also going to be equipping new gear, surprisingly enough. I'm not sure why that happens, by the way. I think there must be a setting that is turned on in Butter Equipped. I didn't actually enable that, so it must have been like some weird change that happened. But whatever the case, she still has her gear on, as you can see right here. And she's actually wearing some really, really cool stuff. She even has a two-handed axe, which would be really, really fun for us, but no, I'm not going to be taking that from her, of course. And I also forgot to put this on. That would have been really useful, wouldn't it? Mounted troops having additional damage from me? Yeah, that would have been really, really useful. Anyway, hopefully that's going to help these guys out a little bit, because let's face it, I'm going to need to run away now. I've got way too few troops to stick around here. And otherwise, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.